East Ham is a suburban district of London, England, and part of the London Borough of Newham. It is a built-up district centred 8 miles east-northeast of Charing Cross. The area is identified in the London Plan as one of 35 major centres in Greater London. In 2011, East Ham had a population of 76,186. History. Toponymy. A settlement in the area named Ham is first recorded as Ham in an Anglo-Saxon charter of 958 and then in the 1086 Domesday Book as Hame. It is formed from Old English ham, means a dry area of land between rivers, a marshland, referring the location of the settlement within boundaries formed by the rivers Lee, Thames and Roding and the marshes. Economic development. In 1859 East Ham Railway Station opened and, although in 1863 the area was still being described as a scattered village, the availability of transport resulted in increasing urbanization, especially from 1890 onwards. The electric services of the District Railway first served East Ham in 1908. Local government. In 1894 East Ham formed the East Ham Urban District of Essex and was incorporated as a borough on 10 August 1903. As a result of popular pressure, East Ham sought and obtained the county borough status. It became, in modern terms, a unitary authority on 1 April 1915 and remained such until 1965 when it was abolished and the county borough of West Ham merged with its former area to form the London Borough of Newham. The principal offices of Newham Council were at the junction of Barking Road and High Street South in the former East Ham Town Hall, a Grade II listed Edwardian structure designed by A. H. Campbell, H. Cheers and J. Smith, which included a landmark clock tower. Built between 1901 and 1903, Passmore Edwards opened the town hall on 5 February 1903. The council moved to Newham Dockside in 2009. Governance. East Ham is also the name of a parliamentary House of Commons constituency East Ham, which covers East Ham and neighbouring areas. The current Member of Parliament is Stephen Timms. Geography. Housing in East Ham consists principally of Victorian and Edwardian terrace townhouses, often in tree-lined avenues. West Ham United FC is on the western border of East Ham and the eastern border of Upton Park, in the Tudor ward. There are many green spaces in the otherwise bustling and urbanised area of East Ham. The graveyard of the Norman St Mary's Church is maintained as a nature reserve, the largest of its kind in Greater London. Central Park and Plashard Park are the two largest parks in East Ham, and both combine open space with playgrounds and cafe. There are also smaller play areas and parks, including Priory Park and Flanders Field, where England football captain Bobby Moore played as a child during the late 1940s and early 1950s. Flanders Fields is currently the home ground of Flanders FC and other is used by Bonnie Downs Community Association and other community groups. Demography. East Ham is a multicultural area, with a majority of South Asians and African, Caribbean and Eastern European residents. As of 2010, East Ham has the 4th highest level of unemployment in Britain, with 16.5% of its residents registered unemployed. Around 7 in 10 children living in East Ham are from low-income families, making it one of the worst areas in the country for child poverty. Below is a comparison table comparing East Ham with the London Borough of Newham. In 2011, 88.1% of East Ham's population was non-white British, compared with 83.3% for the surrounding London Borough of Newham. This makes East Ham one of the most ethnically diverse towns in the country, surpassing other multicultural towns like Oldham, Blackburn and Walsall. Economy. There are many stores and restaurants specializing in ethnic tastes. There are also still traditional East End eateries. The century-old Robin's, which specialized in the traditional East End dish of pie, mash and jellied eels, has now closed for good. However, it has reopened as a store in the Galleons Reach Park in Beckton. Furthermore, there are many South Asian restaurants which specialize in traditional South Indian cuisine. These include the famous Saravana Bhavan, which has locations in the United States of America, Canada, the Middle East, and other parts of Europe. Transport. Mass transport is provided by East Ham Tube Station and bus services which form a hub near the town hall. The East Ham Tube Station provides service to the District and Hammersmith and City lines. To the north of East Ham is Manor Park and Little Ilford. To the east over the North Circular Road is Barking. To the west is Upton Park, and to the south over the A13 is Beckton and London City Airport. Religion. There are numerous places of worship for many different religions, ranging from St. Michael's Church to Kensington Avenue Temple. The parish church of St. Mary Magdalene dates to the first half of the 12th century and is claimed to be the oldest parish church still in use in Greater London. It contains a memorial to an Edmund Neville, who laid claim to the attainted title of Earl of Westmoreland in the 17th century. Due to the significant minority of South Indians, particularly people of Tamil extraction, there are two Hindu temples in the area. One is dedicated to goddess Mahalakshmi and the other to Lord Muruga. The latter temple was recently rebuilt with a larger prayer hall and traditional temple tower, as is typical of Tamil temples in South Asia. Due to a very large Muslim community, East Ham also has many mosques. Some of the mosques include the Masjid Bilal in Amp Islamic Center and the Medina Masjid in Amp Muslim Cultural Center. Sport. The local football club, East Ham United, was dissolved in 2001. It merged into Barking and Amp East Ham United, and the merged club was dissolved in 2006. Notable people: Carno Grime MC and actors from the area, Elizabeth Fry, English prison reformer, social reformer and Christian philanthropist. Idris Elba, an English actor, musician, voice actor, and DJ. Dame Vera Lynn, DBE, singer, songwriter, and actress whose musical recordings and performances were enormously popular during the Second World War.